Welcome back to J&J Dynasty. We're going to pop in here. Hello, all again. We're going to go through the rookies and how they were drafted and where, KTC, where FanPro has them right now, and what I think that they're going to wind up doing. So hopefully this will be a fun little exercise. Hopefully this will get people caught up and give you a better idea of what you should be looking for in the upcoming, weeks when your drafts are coming. There's going to be some drafts on MFL here in the next literally couple weeks. So at any rate, let's get into this video and let's go. Hopefully you can hear me now. I reloaded this software so I could do this hopefully a little bit better. All right, so let's get into here. So as, oh, nope, let's go back. So Bijan Robinson, Gibbs, A-Chain, Zach Charbonnet, and Kendre Miller are KTC's top, not K, FanPro. See, it says FanPro's rookie mock draft right there. So got that all squared away. So those are the top five according to FanPro's ECR right now here. I think this is May 3rd of 2023. So, oh, by the way, if you like the content, click subscribe, ask questions. Hell, hopefully maybe I can help you make a trade. I just did a doozy in my league, one of my leagues, I should say. I got Brees Hall. I gave up 1-7, 2-5, 3-3, and 3-4, I think. And so I got Brees Hall for that. I thought it was quite a steal. Let me know what you think. Comment below. So let's get back into this. So Bijan, right? Gibbs, A-Chain, Charbonnet, and Kendre Miller. Now, I do like three of these guys. I don't like two of them. But let's go in here and let's actually see what KTC says and how they're breaking them down, all right? So, boom, we'll put KTC here. And then I cheated a little bit because it's tough for me to see, but I put little red smiley faces by all the running backs, hopefully. Hopefully I didn't miss any, but, you'll let me know. You can let me know down the bottom. So, obviously, 1 and 2 are exactly the same with Gibbs and Bijan, right? Charbonnet, KTC has at number 10 overall for rookies. Obviously, the ECR for FanPros is a little bit different. I mean, he's the fourth running back, and I personally would not touch him until mid of the 2-3 to 2-8, somewhere in there in the draft. I mean, it all depends. If you got Walker, maybe you want to, handcuff him, and maybe it's worthwhile for you to get him at the end of the first round. But Charbonnet, I don't like. I think that maybe at best he's going to wind up being the third down kind of back there. It all depends on the health of Walker. So it's pretty interesting to see how different these are already. All right. So let's get into the next. Let's go to the next slide with KTC and see what they say. Right. So they've got A-Chain at 12. So they've got them technically flipped. Then Tank Bigsby, and then Kendre. So as we're looking at this, it's following pretty close little differences. But as you can see again here, Kendre Miller is showing up at pick 14 on KTC, or rookie number 14. So technically he should be drafted somewhere in the early second, depending on where all the rookie quarterbacks go, right? Because KTC, no matter what, pushes up quarterbacks because it's a super flex freaking site for, you're playing super flex is good, right? So we got Kendre Miller there. So let's take a look. We got some other guys here now. We got Tank Bigsby, Roshan Johnson, and Tajay Spears would be the next three. So let's see if FanPros ranks them the same way. Well, we've got Roshan. Okay. Spears and Bigsby. Okay, so at least they've got the same three for the next three. All right. So we do like that. I'm not the biggest fan of Roshan. I think that he's highly overrated. People are making too much of his running back partner, right? But the thing is Chicago, they needed running back help. Herbert's going to be there for one more year. They did get Foreman. I think he's going to be the one that's going to wind up stealing the show. Roshan maybe he's going to work in more as the season goes, but we'll see how that turns out. Tajay Spears, big watch out for him. Apparently, with his knee operations, he has arthritis in the knee. He doesn't have any meniscus left. So, I mean, he's one knee injury away from being done. So I'm sorry to hear that, Tajay. I was hoping that you could be a lead back, but it doesn't sound like that's going to wind up being happening. Well, maybe he can be, but it might not last long, right? So that gets us down to running backs 8. So we're looking pretty close there. Let's see what FanPro says for the next grouping. Israel Evan Gray McBride. No, I did that wrong here. I got to go back here. So we need to find Evans and Chase on KTC. Okay, there we go. Zach Evans, Sean Tucker, and Israel. Well, FanPros obviously has Chase Brown rated a lot higher. All right. KTC and Sean Tucker. Just, yeah. So you had Spears rated too high. You got Sean Tucker rated too high. Both of those guys have medical concerns. I don't know if anybody knows this, but apparently Sean Tucker, the reason he did not get drafted is he's got a heart condition or possible heart condition. So the medicals, a lot of teams, he was probably a no-go for drafting. But that's why Tampa Bay signed him as a priority free agent. So that's the reason that Sean Tucker is so low, was drafted so low, and it just shoved FanPros right off the bottom because they know about this. Obviously, KTC doesn't know and doesn't care because that's all the idiots voting, right? Supposedly. All right. So then we've got Izzy. So we are just off to the bottom. We're going to move on. All right. Chase Brown is not on there, but Chase Brown is number 9. So we've got Izzy, and Zach and Tucker. So we only got one out of these guys here so far. So there we go. Israel is at number 11. Hull, Gray, McBride, Deuce Vaughn, and then Sean Tucker. That's your top 16 running backs. All right. So Sean Tucker shows up there on FanPros, probably about right. Let's see how this happens. So we saw Zach Evans up there for KTC. Oh, sorry. Let's go back. Kate, what? I thought I had more on here. I had 40 to 41. What the heck? Well, I guess we'll just go out of this. I know Israel was right there. It's 27. I mean, well, Evan Hull, he was on in the next group, and Sean Tucker and Deuce Vaughn actually made it right at 41 for KTC. Eric Gray, you don't want any part of him. I mean, maybe if Saquon goes down, he might get a little bit of receiving action. Again, Sean Tucker, way down there because of the heart conditions. Deuce Vaughn, again, I am not going to be drafting him or going with anything with him. So that means that, I think he's just basically going to be a punt returner and maybe a third down specialist, kind of maybe a little bit of a slot receiver. But I really don't see him doing a lot with the wide receivers that they have already in Dallas. So Dwayne McBride, I mean, he's behind Delvin Cook and Madison at this point, if not more. I mean, maybe next year. So just stick him on your roster at the end of the year and stash him. But I just wanted to break down here and show kind of how these guys are coming along. I got basically the top 10, maybe a few more in here between the KTC and the FanPros. I just wanted to see how that they were breaking down and show how much difference there is between them based off of experts who play and fantasy people who also play but don't know what the hell they're doing. So if you like this video, leave a comment below. Sorry it was a little bit jerky. Trying to hammer this out quick. It's pretty late tonight, and I'm just trying to get out of here. I'm at the office yet. Beautiful day. Want to get gone. So I just wanted to crank one out here for you, but this is the running backs and how they're stacking up. Maybe I'll do something like this with the wide receivers if people like it. If you like it, put some information down below, and then we'll go from there, or quarterbacks, whatever. All right. Well, have a great day. Until next time, be good.